Inside a hushed courtroom, an elderly woman stands, frail hand trembling at the microphone. Reporters lean forward, phones hover, silence suffocates the air, until her voice cuts through like glass. What I'm about to tell you will change everything. Her words echo through the gallery, and just like that, the Emmanuel Haro case reaches a breaking point that no one or nothing can ignore. Little Emmanuel Haro, just 7 months old, vanished seemingly into thin air. His parents called 911 late one night crying, frantic, claiming to have lost him during a family get-together. Emergency crews searched, neighbors whispered, media swarmed, but from the start, something felt off. Every detail seemed to contradict the last. Breadcrumbs of contradiction found. How does a single moment of parental panic turn into a puzzle that shatters? Life's end skirts the edge of tragedy. Detectives noticed the gaps fast. Witness neighbors reported inconsistent noises at different times. A neighbor spoke of a lullaby heard through the walls long after locals said the house should have been quiet. Text messages were discovered, anxious, cryptic, time-stamped at odd hours. Emmanuel's parents responded differently each time, once shocked, next indifferent. Then, a single witness, someone who rarely spoke, someone whose presence usually faded into background noise, asked to testify. And suddenly, the entire case is rewound through her perspective. The air crackles. Something unprecedented is coming to light. Then when the trail seemed cold, when hope was flickering out, a witness emerges. And not just any witness. Emmanuel's grandmother steps to the stand. What she says next will upend everything. It's September. Afternoon light filters through high windows of the courthouse. Reporters shuffle paper. Jurors shift in their seats. The judge leans forward. Attorneys sit forward. Pens paused. Phones lifted. She speaks of a detail no one knew, a lullaby, softly sung, in the dead of night. A single line that Emmanuel used to coo, offered by someone who shouldn't have been there. She names a person, slowly, softly. The room vibrates with disbelief. Some break into whispered urgency. Others sit stone-faced. The courtroom murmurs and still, her voice holds firm. The tape recorder clicks. Legal proceeding hangs by a thread. In that moment, everything changes. A case that once felt murky feels as if a veil has lifted. But the reveal isn't relief, it's a sharpened blade. Because now, every eye has a new suspect, every sworn statement trembles. The trial shifts from uncertain to explosive. Her words ripple outward immediately. The prosecution reframes the case, motive, opportunity, and means rewritten overnight. Defense lawyers scramble to counter with alibis and character witnesses. The grandmother steps down, posture slumped, relief or regret. It's impossible to say. Outside, cameras flash, public opinion pivots, social media erupts. Supporters of the Haro family fracture into divided tribes, some calling for justice, others crying betrayal. Detectives reopen timelines. Records once dismissed are dusted, replayed. Statements are questioned. Trust evaporates. And Emmanuel, he remains missing, his whereabouts unknown, his fate suspended in a moment made all too clear by the words of someone bound by love and truth. Was this testimony an act of mercy or a reckoning long overdue? The grandmother carried a truth that fractured more than a timeline, it splintered family trust. But did that fracture open a path to justice? Questions multiply. Why didn't she speak sooner? Was fear or loyalty the shackle she finally broke? Does her clarity now outweigh years of ambiguity? And the unseen victim remains, Emmanuel, a child betrayed, a toddler lost, a memory frozen by words not yet balanced by resolution. The case now stands at a crossroads, toward prosecution or into limbo. And above all, his story demands truth, not foreclosure but for accountability. Still a haunting truth lingers. Beneath her testimony, Emmanuel is still missing. The grandmother's words shifted the case, but they did not end it. As of today, the investigation continues. The parents remain under scrutiny, under court orders, under public gaze. Forensic teams retrace the scene. Search efforts expand. Each discovery now carries the grandmother's echo. Advocacy groups underscore child safety. News outlets run retrospectives. Hashtags surface. Memorials grow. But only one truth calms. The lingering ache. Finding Emmanuel. Or bringing someone to account for what happened to him. This case isn't just about missing child. It's about how one voice, trembling with truth, can crack a case wide open and reshape the pursuit of justice forever. In that hushed courtroom, Emmanuel's grandmother spoke with a fragile voice but uncheckable impact. In her words, the case reignited. In her courage, the pursuit of truth found momentum. But Emmanuel is still out there somewhere. His family still waits. So does justice. Subscribe to Guardian Intelligence. We follow every hearing, If you believe the search for truth matters as much as we do, every lead and every chilling courtroom moment until answers finally surface,